They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Mahomes now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On first down, Mahomes. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on second and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes flush to his right. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyus Bowser drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. James Prochet deep for Baltimore. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at the 34. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Man coverage is certainly a staple of their defense, and it's built for plays like that, forcing that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. We're scoreless after 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Jackson. That is caught, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Patrick Ricard. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. They'll try and run with Drake. And he will get in to make it 8-0. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. But Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen surge and fire out.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time. Now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a running play for Juju. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Adafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Working with a 2nd and 3. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. The 30. 10, 5. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll get this down to the 38. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now this time Mahomes will throw. Steps away to his left. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 38 yards. And the Chiefs have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll make make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of...
He's got a man, complete. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 41 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Jackson. This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 24 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Dobbins. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding them out on 1st down. And this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
They'll look to run with Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Ravens will extend their lead here just before halftime. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. But he is not going to make it into the end zone. They stop him short, so they'll add only 6 as we come up on halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Jackson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, he finds Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. To throw is Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Here's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. He's got his man. It's Andrews.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things, and they've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins from 6 yards away. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. players have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Taken from about the 12. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, and they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively, not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Now Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick 6, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football.
And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Ravens up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
I think this is just going to be a function of the times we live in now. Very similar to the bat flip in baseball. Everyone's got to start to get comfortable with this. But to me, this is just rubbing it in. You got a big lead. Go ahead and take the extra point. One thing to keep in mind, though, karma's still out there. And sometimes it has a way of catching up with you.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check 99. Shift.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Mahomes throwing on 4th. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. That's going to be caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you've got no shot then.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
That went into the hands of Tony downfield.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
So still throwing here in the 4th quarter with a pretty sizable lead, and now that lead even more sizable. And if nothing else here, CD, a chance to pile on some stats before this one wraps up, and he did just that.
Brandon, convention tells us it's time for them to get off the gas a little bit, right? But you and I both know the receivers don't want them to because, as you noted, this is their chance to pile on the stats. If they got their way, they try to get every single spot in the depth chart points before this game is over.
Mahomes will throw for it. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the two-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not, and I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
26, you must be getting tired. Hey, watch it, watch it. 13.
Now it's Jackson. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw again is Jackson. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game. I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this moment. No, okay.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
That's complete to Tony.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, check Mike, check Mike. Yellow. 6. And watch delay.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be 1 more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
The Ravens go for it, but come up empty. And the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That'll be caught. It's Tony. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Hey, 43, 15. Attack.
One final try from Mahomes. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.